Okay, so thanks for joining me. In this video, I'm going to go through a recap of my NC 500 trip that I've just done last week. So today tonight I'm putting the video together. So I'm going to take you through my journey. I've gone from Doncaster all the way up to Fort William. I went up Ben Nevis, and then I decided to do the majority of the NC 500 route, starting in Inverness and going anti-clockwise around all the way to Ullapool, and then I ventured off. Sorry, I didn't even make it to Ullapool. I did the Applecross, and then I ventured off to the Isle of Skye, which is absolutely stunning. And then on my final day, I went to check out the Harry Potter train as well, which brought out a big inner geek in me. It was quite special. I don't think the video does it justice, how it felt. But yeah, it's going to be a long one. But had a really good time. I travelled solo in my camper van. Had issues. The van broke. There were times when I had no signal, and it was a bit touch and go whether I was going to abandon the holiday and just try and get home because of the mechanical issues I had. But I would recommend anyone to at least do it once in their life. The NC 500. So many special places up there to check out. The views are just magical. If you love the outdoors, and even if you don't, just it just beats being in the city for sure. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you enjoy it. It's not the best YouTube video you'll find, for the NC 500 or Scotland, but you know what? It's my journey, and yeah, if you want to carry on and see what I got up to, then please join me. And also, I came back to some great news as well. So Explosive Vape have been in touch. They've kindly offered me a small athlete package. So basically, I'll get some clothes to wear, and in return, I'll also get a discount code as well. So if anyone's looking for any gym wear to wear, any whether the strongman, CrossFit, running, football, anything, they've got all sorts of t-shirts, joggers, hoodies, shorts as well. So yeah, and if you use my code Ginger10, which I'll put in the bottom, you'll also get 10% off. So yeah, please check it out. It'd be very, very appreciated. So yeah, anyway, hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so just arrived at Ben Nevis. Took me absolutely forever. The scenery on the way up was absolutely stunning, so I had to stop, get a few photos, just take it in. Plus it's wet, so the winding roads in my van, I didn't fancy going near the speed limit, in all honesty. Timed it quite bad here, so I think I've arrived at about 11:30, and the car park's full. The street parking's full for anywhere near it, so I've only just got to the visitor centre now. I've been walking for like 15 minutes. But ayo, extra cardio for me. Right, I'm 20 minutes in, if that. Probably at a slow pace as well. Look at those views, absolutely amazing. That's not even Ben Nevis, that one. But yeah, it's stunning. Yeah, realised how unfit I am, so this is going to be interesting. Let's say it takes about 7 hours up and down for a sort of average person, not not them people that run up and down them, just your average Joe Blogs off the street. I dare say I'm probably unfitter than that. So it's going to be a fun walk. As you can see, I'm doing this solo, spending all week up in Scotland, just getting away in my van. Nothing too definitive planned, just got a few things I want to do, but just going to see where my nose takes me really. There's waterfalls all up and down in Scotland and whatnot. I wanted to try the Dinny Stones, but I think you've got to book in advance, and I've not been very organised for this. It's all been very last minute, so I have to come back another time and have a go at them. I'd love to have a go. I know Lawrence Charley just broke the new world record. I think he's done 14 feet or something, and I don't know, there's a little bit of me that I'd love to try it, but in reality I think even picking them up is going to be an accomplishment. So yeah, anyway, I'll tune in soon. Listen to that, this is only a little one. We've had a lot of rain this morning, so some of the waterfalls on the drive here were flowing really well. I wish I stopped and videoed them. There was one I wanted to, but all the parking bays right next to it were full, unfortunately. So I'll try and catch it on the way home at the end of the week if I can. Oh my gosh, absolutely dying. Just got my camera out on a sketchy bit as well, so I try and not fall here. Oh wow. Absolutely stunning. It's a little bit wet. I saw that rain this morning, that running down the mountain. Oh, I hope it holds off, because it's bad enough when it's not raining. Tell you what, this has made it worth it. I don't know if you can see in the clouds there's a big waterfall. It goes all the way down there. Amazing. Okay, so getting near the top. Can't see a thing. Absolutely dying. I am so unfit. I'm free, just over 3 hours in. I'm getting overtook by little kids. So I made it to the top. No view, but all worth it. So you can't come Scotland without getting an iron brew. Yeah, I picked this up from the first service station. It tastes beautiful. Yeah, celebrating at the top. Saved it. Oh my gosh. It took me 4 hours. I had probably 20 to 30 minutes worth of breaks. There were points where I was really struggling, in all honesty. Oh, but worth it. Hopefully it's a bit easier on the way down now. Yeah. I'm a bit, my calves, my Achilles, you know, your plantar fasciitis, you know, the arch of your foot, all in agony. So, oh my God. Not worked this hard in a long time. Yeah, so made it to the top. The legs are a little bit better now. Just had half an hour sat at the top, chilling out. Don't have any phone signal. I saw quite a lot of people on the phones making calls, but I don't know, for some reason mine didn't. And as I'm leaving, it's starting to clear up. Although you can't see much, but look at that. It's just giving a little glimpse of how good the view is. No, I don't think it justifies just how big a drop this is. It's pretty scary. You can sort of just imagine some dragon or something flying through here, but yeah, that's all make believe. It's quite a precarious bit of stone there. You can see where the water's weathering it. That's going to go one day. But yeah, it's been well worth it. Yeah, also I thought I'd share a little tip for you. You know when you park your van or your car somewhere where you're unsure, you know, a place you've never been before, a new city or anything like that, just go onto your maps and drop a pin, and then that way you can never forget or lose where you put put your car as such. So like for now, I've not been able to park in the car park, so I've had to park up the road as such, and just dropped a pin that way. I know where my van is, well, where I left it anyway. Hopefully it's back there. And yeah, you don't get lost, and when you're going on your map as well, if you've got like satellite signal, you can see if you're going in the right direction and stuff. So yeah, just a little useful tip there. Oh, downhill is so much better. It's still going to take me a couple of hours because it's a long way, but yeah, I was dying on the way up, although I'm already feeling it in my knees. I saw a lot of people on the way down like holding their knees and grimacing a bit, and I was wondering why. And yeah, I realise now it's a lot of pressure for your knees, especially when the stones slip and whatnot. But yeah, it's definitely worth it. I'd love to have had clear skies at the top, but in fairness, I really can't grumble. It's not been that windy, it's not rained that much, and it's not been too cold either. The weather's been bang on, not too hot, not too cold. So really perfect sort of mountain climbing, well, mountaineering, walking, hiking temperatures. So yeah, it's been good. Look at this review. Absolutely stunning. That's just me. Oh my days. It feels like I've been going forever. Still above the lake. Oh, there's ages to go yet. I'm not even halfway. The view's mint. Got to decide what I want for tea tonight now. Because I've definitely earned it. And you see where all them white caravans and whatnot are there. Well, I think the welcome centre is actually a bit further. If you follow the river along, it's further around, and then I'm probably half a mile or so further up than that. Oh, it's a long one. So I've done Snowdon, I've done Ben Nevis now. Well, I've got to the top anyway, I ain't got back down yet. And comparing the two, I think it's a bit hard to do, but I feel like the views were better at Snowdon, and I'm not too sure why. I was quite lucky, it was a clear day, but it just feels like it feels more like a mountain range around there, whereas this feels a bit like the Lake District as such. I know it's still technically a mountain range, but it just felt more impressive at Snowdon, even though it's smaller. Although it was in November, there was snow at the top, so it's probably what did it. Also, in terms of the path is much better set out at Ben Nevis. I actually got lost on the way up to Snowdon. I was following the Lamberis path as well, which is like the tourist one. It's the easiest one going, but I missed one of the signposts and ended up at a farm. So that was a 20-25 minute walk out my way if you count there and back. Whereas this, it's only a little bit sketchy at the very top. Didn't help. It was foggy. Well, the cloud were over, but it's really loose, and you can roughly tell where the track is as such. But there were a couple of times I kind of second guessed myself. I was sort of listening out for walkers coming in the other way and whatnot, because you couldn't see. Luckily I guessed right. I can imagine if you're on your own and there's no one around, out of peak season, because it is August today, it could be a little bit tougher, but today it's been so busy. I dare say I've probably seen over 1,000 people on the mountain, over the 4 hours, well, 5 hours now. Yeah, easily 1,000 people. There was some sort of charity run on earlier. Well, I say run. so they were sort of coming down as I were coming up. At times the groups were ridiculous, and some of them were blatantly rude, if I'm honest, because people just, I don't know, they want to walk next to their mate when it's it's not wide enough for, or it's barely wide enough for two. There's people coming the other way, just go single file, have some manners. But just big ignorant people, innit, and they'll never change. It's just who they are. And if that's you, sort your flipping head out, because it's rude. I'm sure you wouldn't like it if I barged into you because you didn't get out of my way. But yeah, I'm one of them. It's weird, I'll always sort of back out their way, but I do get pissed off by it. And one day I might just stand my ground as such. And yeah, because people should have some flipping manners. You should treat people how you expect to be treated. I love the sound of running water. You know what? All I saw on the internet was, oh, the midges are bad in August and whatnot. It's a clear day. Well, clearish. It's not raining. It's not windy. Oh, it's a really busy bit, this. Absolutely lovely. Yeah, and the only time I saw midges was when I was having a rest, and I got my wraps out, and then I got swarmed. I don't know where they come from, but they smelt it and they were at me. So I had to eat and walk at the same time just to be left alone. Yeah, you can't sit down with food, they'll have you. So I've gone off route a little bit, probably get shut down for this. It's a bit of a shortcut on the way back from where the waterfall is. It just cuts out the loop to the lake. And in all honesty, this is more like actual, walking mountains rather than the designated path that, I know it's bad and they've made a path for a reason to stop erosion. But yeah, it just feels more real, whereas the path, you just feel like it's just a long slog on a path that could be to anywhere. So yeah, just mixing it up a little bit. Yeah, so I'm back on track now. It was definitely a shortcut. Two lads that had overtook me and were way faster on the downhill than me. Come out just in front of them and I heard the reaction, so yeah, buzzing. So I heard the biggest lie earlier as well on my way up this bridge. I heard two people say, this is the halfway bridge. Got my hopes up, thought, it'd be relatively easy, this. No, it's not halfway, it's not even a third, it's not even a quarter. It's you've just arrived, and I went from getting my hopes up to doing another half as a thought, and realising the slog I was in for. But I kind of knew that before I started. But when someone says, "Oh, you're nearly there," I don't know, you just seem to forget about that hard slog. I think, it's going to be easy. So my mindset changed. Don't get me wrong, I was always going to struggle. But it felt just mentally hard as well, because I thought I'd done half at that point. No. So, yeah. If someone ever says it's halfway. And the second biggest lie, well, second and third, well, further on, people would go, "Oh, you're not far now. 40 minutes, 20 minutes. That 20 minutes, when they said 20 minutes, it probably still took me an hour. Well, maybe not, but it probably took me 40 minutes. That 40 minutes, that definitely took me over an hour. Yeah, So maybe I'm just not as fast as them, but yeah, it was fun. Ah, now why didn't I think of that? Helicopter. That'd have made it way easier. I don't know if you can see it there. Probably can hear it now. But yeah, I wonder what they're doing. Reckon it's just some rich people going home, or mountain rescue, or they're doing sightseeing. I don't know. Well, I can just see it, so it's still there. It's not been stolen. Thank God. So at least I've got somewhere to sleep. Let's just hope I've got 4 tyres that are still inflated and all my windows. And no ticket. I don't think I should have a ticket where I am. It's one of them old entrances with boulders, so it's not like they're using it anyway, and there were another couple of cars in it, so yeah, looks like it's just me now though. I must have took too long. So I'm just driving around Loch Ness. It's day 2 of my Scottish holiday. The roads around here are absolutely beautiful. I did try to check out the, I can't pronounce the name, but the castle that's on the edge of the lake, the loch, and not a prayer. It was fully booked, unfortunately. It was a nice little ruin. And I did go check out like the Loch Ness Visitor Centre, and that was shut, so I'm not having much luck today. So I'm on to Inverness. Took a couple of photos of Loch Ness, but yeah, it's absolutely stunning. I just can't fit it all in my camera. It's not really doing justice, so yeah, it's a bit of a shame. But these roads around Loch Ness, all the roads so far in Scotland, absolutely stunning roads, and proper driver's roads. You know, I'd love to be in a little sports car. I can see why it's quite popular with the bikers as well. But yeah, I don't know what this guy's doing. He's got a long walk up the hill. Anyway, I'll catch you later on. So I didn't do any filming on day 2, so I've just added a few photos, checked out Loch Ness, drove through Inverness, headed to Golspie. Didn't really rate much to Golspie or any of the east coast in all honesty. This castle, beautiful though. Did the obligatory John O'Groats, got the photo and saw some Highland cows, and then finished up near Dunnett's Head. Morning. So just woke up. I managed to find a great spot last night. It's day 3. I went to Dunnett's Head last night, and I did find another great spot up there, but unfortunately some dirty scrap bag had done the business and left all the toilet paper. And I don't know what's wrong with people. Either bag it or bury it. Just flipping leave it there. Absolutely disgusting, man. But yeah, so this is my van. Not the neatest of sleepers. Oh, Pringles for tea, that's what I ended up having. I did want a chippy, but there were none nearby up at Dunnett's Head. None that I found anyway. And I sort of come across this great spot here, so I'll show you. When I turned up, it was just me, but there's one just over there, and then these crazy guys. It's windy out there, so wouldn't fancy being in that. Yeah, it's a lovely spot here. I'm not sure what it's called. Some castle top or something, I think they called it. But yeah, great view of the bay. The sun's absolutely beaming today, so it's windy. So it's still going to be a bit cold, but cannot believe the weather. It looks absolutely stunning out there. So yeah, can't wait to get out and about. I'm off across the north of Scotland today, north coast. So hopefully the scenery should be good, and really can't wait to get to that west coast. So that's where most of the stuff I want to check out is. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to try and brave it and go for a dip in the sea. It's absolutely freezing. So I don't know how deep I'll get. Anyway, we'll see. I don't know how people do it, me, but yeah, I think it might be quite refreshing on my legs. My legs are really tired, so the cold water is good for relaxing the muscles, just as good as hot. So yeah, here you go. Got my so we can go through what's on. Yeah, dressed appropriately. Yeah, so I didn't make it in. Well, I did. My feet got in, but it was full of like these red spiky things floating. Not sure what they were. And there were even jellyfish there, so I bailed on that. There's a beach nearby, so I'm gonna go check that out. So I'm not even getting dressed. A nice, refreshing, cold walk back. Obviously, in my swim shorts, like. Yeah, they probably thought, what's this mad ginger bugger doing? But so did I, to be fair. It was cold, but it was nice, so nice on the skin, you know, just that cold breeze. Yeah, just, I don't know, quite easing on the back and the legs. So yeah, I think if it were warmer and there were less wind, it would be absolutely stunning here. But it's not Scotland, so it's freezing. Anyway, I'll check back in at the beach and see if that's any better. Yeah, so this is the beach I was on about. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. So, a little bit cold, a little bit windy. But it's empty. Perfect. Look at this view. It's absolutely stunning. So I'm on my way to Ullapool today. It's going across the very top of Scotland, and the weather is absolutely stunning. It's a little bit windy, but the views, wow, absolutely beautiful. I had yesterday we were a little bit disappointing. Started in Ben Nevis and Loch Ness, and yeah, it's beautiful around there, but the East Coast, I can see why people aren't too fussed about it. You go through all the mountains, and I love the mountains there, you know, they're my favourite, so you get to, it's not flat at all, it's just not as impressive as the Ben Nevis area, Loch Lomond that I've been through so far. It's not as good as that, but this north coast is starting to pick up now, so the views and that, the weather's better, a bit overcast yesterday, raining at times. So yeah, quite perked up. I've been in the sea, sort of. I got up to my knees and I spotted more jellyfish and a bit of a wimp. So yeah, I ducked out of that one and ended up having a wash in the van. But I had the beach to myself, absolutely lovely beach. If I were down in Cornwall or somewhere, it'd have been rammed already, but no, there's not many people around here, and I think because it's so cold, it's not really sunbathing weather either anyway. So yeah, anyway, I'll catch you later. Check out this view. This is on the approach down to Inverness. Absolutely stunning. This little island down there. Yeah, it's beautiful. So glad I stopped. So I didn't do much filming again on the north, but I've done a little photo montage here. There was some really nice views to check out, much better than the East Coast. I was quite lucky with the weather. This was probably the best day of my holiday, weather-wise. I had some blue skies. It was still cold. So yeah, it would definitely a perk up as such. This house is a traveller's house, and inside some stunning artwork, and this isn't on any of like the NC 500 info that I come across anyway, so it was a nice little surprise. Absolutely beautiful in here. Only a 5-minute walk as well from the car park, so yeah, a great place to check out. And oh, this classic Ferrari. I saw loads of nice cars, but I didn't manage to get photos of many of them. This is Smoo Cave, absolutely stunning. It's a gorgeous beach there and a bridge as well. Amazing. Morning. So it's Tuesday today, and I didn't really film too much yesterday because I had quite an issue. So I got to the zip line near Inverness and went up this big hill. There weren't much parking up there, so as I've turned round, I've noticed this power steering started making a funny noise. I parked in the car park just down at the bottom. Well, I say the bottom. It was near the beach. It looked absolutely stunning beach just before Inverness, and I noticed I had a bit of a leak under the van. So yeah, I did the finger test. No, it's not oil. So right, okay. So it's clear. Well, relatively clear. So I thought, oh, it's water. Opened the bonnet, and when I checked the fluids and that before I set off, I'd left the water cap off. And luckily it had stayed on top of the tank. So put that back on. Well, it'd get it a tiny top of water, not much though, it barely used any. Done absolutely great. Check the brake fluid was fine. Check the power steering fluid. Obviously it's going to be power steering it anyway because the steering was noisy, but just while I was checking, and yeah, it were empty. Well, it were low. So drove to Smoo Cave, did Smoo Cave, absolutely stunning. Then made it to a garage just further up. Shop spa. Managed to get the only little bit of transmission fluid they had. This one, but went straight through it. So yeah, that lasted all the 10 minutes. So it's quite a bad leak. So I pulled up in Scoury today. I couldn't get any more transmission fluid last night, so just stopped where I got to. A bit of a rubbish stop, unfortunately, because I parked right by the road. So yeah, the traffic was bad. Well, the traffic weren't bad, just the van shook every time something went by, which were rare. I suppose because it were rare that something went by, it shook it more. So yeah, that was great. So I've managed to get into this garage today. Our parts literally around the corner, fortunately. So they're going to have a quick look at it, see what they can do. I've managed to get some more transmission fluid from the shop nearby that when it opened. So I bought a couple. May end up buying more. It may end up costing me more in transmission fluid getting home than it will do in fuel, but you know. So it's sort of putting doubts whether I can do Applecross Pass and whether I'll go to Isle of Skye now or not, because I don't really want to be doing the slow windy turns. I've got no power steering and a heavy ass van, so yeah, it's going to be tricky. Plus, I'm sure it causes like more undue wear on the power steering fluid. Oh, I panicked then. Sorry, I was just looking down at the clocks and the fuel indicator had set in the middle for some reason. It doesn't normally do that. I think it was as I turned it on to put the windows up just a minute ago. So I thought I had a fuel leak as well then, because I topped it up last night when I went to the garage. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, probably an expensive one. But stuff like this happens. I think it's a little bit calmer in all honesty, although I didn't say it out loud. On my way up, I noticed quite a number of Volkswagen transporters. Oh, I shouldn't laugh. Weir shoes either broken down or whatnot. And I was thinking, good old Renault, good old French, because they don't have a good reputation, do they? And yeah, unfortunately, he's bit me in the bum. So yeah, I didn't laugh. I didn't like it was just inside, you know. There were no, obviously you feel sorry for these people, like I'm feeling sorry for myself right now, but yeah, karma definitely got me. So when you get knobheads that beep their horn and whatnot, yeah, I hope it bites them in the chuff as well. Anyway, I'll check back in later. Okay, so update on the van. Power steering can't be fixed, unfortunately. Well, not today anyway. The needs replacement pipe. He tried bodging it with a couple of couplings and stuff, but it just weren't holding. It kept popping off. You wasted quite a lot of transmission fluid as well, unfortunately. So yeah, it looks like I'm gonna sort of head home, but still do the NC 500. I'm going to see how I get on with the steering. If it's too much, I'm not going to do the Applecross. A little bit gutted, in all honesty. That was one of the highlights that I was looking forward to, but it is what it is, you know. These things happen. I'm sure I'll be back again. But yeah, I've just parked up at absolutely, well, I keep saying it, absolutely stunning. There's a lot of absolutely stunning places in Scotland. This viewpoint here, so yeah, I'll put that up next, and then I'm gonna head to some waterfalls and check them out. So it was a bit of a dodgy walk along the edge of here, muddy, wet, well worth it. Check out this beach. I thought it was the Alchemich or whatever it's called, but it's not. I'm not even there. I'm en route to some waterfall, and the little B road, this you see here, it's been stunning, but with no power steering, and it's hilly as hell. It's been serious hard work. Although feeling a little bit more confident for oh, what's it called now? Applecross. Feel a little bit more confident I'll be able to do that. There's only the hairpin turns which I'm a little bit cautious about, but there was someone there, so I managed just. It were hard. Some lovely bikes. I've seen some great cars as well. I've left my lights on, I need to sort that out. But yeah, I'm going to go to the waterfall now. Okay, so I've changed my mind, I'm going in. Got speaking to some people by the van. And they said it's clear of jellyfish, so I've got no excuse. So yeah, I'm going to brave it. Got my big boy pants on. And yeah, I'll give it a go. Oh, okay, so I braved it. It was freezing out there. But yeah, I only like up to my neck for about 10 seconds or something. I had my legs in for ages. Oh my days, it's refreshing. It feels so nice in the muscles and that, but crikey, yeah, it's cold. How amazing is this? All the walks to these waterfalls are pretty sketchy, but I think I'm alone on this one, so it's nice and private. But just check it out, it's stunning. So I think it's Loch Ness waterfalls. Absolutely beautiful. You can actually touch these ones, although I don't think I'm gonna. I've just got dried from being in the sea. But yeah, check that out. Amazing. I kind of wish I'd just stood under there now. But yeah, yo. Yeah, and this is a walk that you got to go on, so I don't know if you can tell, but it's quite steep, muddy. Definitely bring your walking boots to any of these waterfalls, because it's worthwhile. You're going to need them. Okay, I'm walking up to the Old Manor store. Yeah, there were some boulders blocking this route, and I can see why, because some parts of this road are actually underwater by like a foot. Unfortunately, I've not brought my walking boots this time. I saw the road, thought I'd be fine just walking it. Nope. Yeah, it's super remote. Yeah, it's good to get out. Hope it's worth it. Defo bring your walking boots at Old Manor store. Well, wear them, because I brought mine, but I didn't put them on, did I? Yeah, it's full of peat, bogland. I even wear the grass. Looks like grass, nope. Now I've got 2 soaking wet feet. Brilliant. Trainers are going to absolutely stink, because they always do in bogs. Yeah, so lovely. Hope it's worth it. You can hear it under my feet. It just sounds like grass, but oh God, it splits here as well. But can't trust it at all. No, this is soaking. So I drove to Halkamavik Bay. I probably pronounced that wrong. Oh, you look how blue that sea is. A lovely beach. You think you're in Jamaica or something. Yeah, it's stunning now. So clear as well. So back to the van now. Yeah, seen a couple of waterfalls today, a couple of beaches. It's not been too bad. The road has been epic. Yeah, it's from Skye, it loops round to Halkamavik Bay, and then eventually to Walpole, I think. Absolutely stunning. Everyone goes on about Black Nabar and Applecross. I've not done it yet, so it could be even better, but it's a pretty epic road, so yeah, well worth the drive, even if I don't end up doing the Applecross. A little bit good today. Lost about 3 hours in the garage and it still didn't get fixed. Not the mechanic's fault. And we lost an hour doing the Old Manor store, but it's an experience, isn't it? You check that out. It's just a castle on its own little island. I'd walk down, but I've already lost a pair of shoes today. So what a beautiful spot. It's a shame it's gone to ruin. You'd think someone had turned that into their own private little castle. It would be amazing. This is one of the viewpoints just after Ullapool. Something gorgeous called, I can't remember. It's just after the turn off. Today heading some waterfalls as well. Desi, I think they're called. So, but this is a gorgeous stop-off point. That lake in the distance, I just drove around. I think if my bearings are right, so at the other end of the Loch Lake is Ullapool, and I think it's the entrance to the sea as such. So, yeah, absolutely stunning here. Clouds hiding top of mountains. Yeah. It's a bit windy, a bit wet, but the scenery is epic even though it's cloudy. I could stand and listen to that sound of the roaring water all day. Absolutely incredible. And then further down here it goes again. Amazing. So I'm at just one of the viewpoints north of the Applecross. Ben Nevis or something it's called, I can't pronounce it, but yeah, well worth stopping and just checking out the scenery. But yeah, a lot of these videos will not do it justice. Just the drives, absolutely unreal. It's something definitely got to do yourself. Just a Rolls Royce and a Morgan doing the 500. Awesome. I'm on the road towards the Applecross, anti-clockwise, and I've had to pull up because this is amazing. The road's really tight, twisty, narrow, and I think it's well renowned because there's not quite as many passing points, so it is a lot more technical. It's a lot more tricky. You come across people on tight bends. There's a lot more blind bends and stuff. So yeah, I'm doing okay so far, but it's a tricky one. Yeah, it's definitely worth doing that. So we just found this amazing park up by the beach. The only problem is it's 6:30 now, probably half an hour away from Applecross, and it's either do Applecross now while it's quiet, or get up super early and do it. But I know what I'm like in the morning, so I think I'm going to go do it now, even though I'm a little tired now. I just know I won't. Yeah, I'm better off going now. And then just having a late night, finding a park up later. Bit of a shame. It's a nice park up, but because I want to do Isle of Skye as well, and it's Wednesday already. I'd like to, get Applecross done and then head back to do Skye. Wow, I just found a bloody spider. I don't know if it's picked up. Yeah, he's going. You ain't paying your rent, so you can go. So this is at the foot of Applecross. Lovely bridge. A lot of wild campers over there. There's a couple of good spots actually on the main road. Well, I say main road, it's a single track road, but there is a couple of parking laybys which are quite handy, but I'm going to hit the Applecross tonight, so I'm going to get it done. Yeah, this water is so clear.
Summer's gone and now it's rain. Everything I know must change, but I don't like this feeling that I'm losing you. I thought I found my pot of gold, a love that never will grow old, and I don't like this feeling that I'm losing you. Oh, get myself back on the road again. Pick up my troubles and move on down the line. You said you're leaving and you won't be coming back again. And I'm losing you. Yeah, I'm losing you. Yeah, I'm losing.
Well, she made it. I've just finished the Applecross. So a quick break for the van. Yeah, the brakes got a bit hot at certain points, and unfortunately the fog ruined the view, the cloud and such. But yeah, I think it's a bit overrated in all honesty, the Applecross. Obviously, if the weather were better, maybe I'd have a different opinion, but some of the roads have been way better on this drive. I think it's just the twisty turns, you know, people think, oh, you're on top gear in the Alps or something, but in terms of actual drive, this road is much better roads. I think it's just because it's quite treacherous. The road's breaking away in certain parts of the Applecross, so it does give you that thrill, I suppose. Yeah, I'm just glad I made it. No power steering, so I've had to work the guns. But yeah, I think I'm off to the Isle of Skye now. Anyway, I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, so I've come to Strome Castle. Got my tour guide, this black lab. No idea where he's come from, he was just on the road. Led me straight into the castle, so yeah. I think the entry fee, well, I've got to throw him a stick every now and then. Ooh, hold this a bit better. Here he is. Oh, there, with his stick. Oh, is that no good for you, mate? Get it? No? I can't. I can't throw it off here, pal. Fetch it. I saw this tunnel coming up and I had to capture it. Any Forza 4 fans out there, it reminds me of one of the tunnels that's on that game. I've not actually got it myself, unfortunately, but I've seen people playing it on YouTube and whatnot. And yeah, I think the game must have took a bit of inspiration from this region as well. Good morning, and today I am at the Isle of Skye, so I'm looking over, I think I'm looking back over to mainland Scotland there. Yeah, the island's far bigger than I actually thought. I've still got another 40 minutes before I get to Old Man's Store, plus a walk. So yeah, I'm looking forward to today. The weather's a little bit clearer, so the views are better. And just my luck, I found some great park ups on the way here after I'd already parked up. My park up last night weren't bad. I were off the main road on a nice gravel surface, nice and level, and I had 4G so I could watch some Love Island. But yeah, there's some big ass flies, I don't know what they are. Yeah, it's quite peaceful. Look at this beauty. I'm not risking going nearer though because it's pretty wet. And just can't be doing with it today. But yeah, it's a stunner that. So I'm pretty much at the top of the little peak next to Mount Store. Not that one. I'm not going up there today. But the view, just check it out. My van is all the way, that's a lake, between these two. Can you see the road just here? The the van somewhere down there. It took about an hour to get up here. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, it's took my breath. But the view is worth it, even though we've got a low cloud yet again. We've not done too bad. But yeah, if you're definitely going the NC 500, it's definitely worth a trip over to the Isle of Skye just for this view. There's more. There's plenty more to do over here. But yeah, just for the old manor store, especially if you like your walking and stuff. The view's spectacular and just something magical as you're coming up. You're facing the big cliff edge. You can't quite see the two stacks themselves. You see them on the drive, like, but they sort of emerge from the rock face. So yeah, it's really nice. What a beautiful country. Is it me or does that look like the Iron Model? Vegan Castle. It's got a lovely set of gardens. It's 12 quid entry. Quite late though, so a bit of a rushed one for me. They even do seal trips and stuff. I think it's additional, but yeah, if you're on the Isle of Skye, it's worth checking out for a couple of hours. Just absolutely stunning. Okay, so did end up going in the fairy pools tonight. Absolutely amazing, well worth it. Off. I went in a bit further up, not actually that bit. I think you can swim under an arch there, I believe, but I went to the ones further up and it's a bit, it was really sketchy, but you can get behind the waterfall. Yeah, so it took me forever to get in. Some family coaxed me in, so went and sort of followed them, and they guided me through it because I did not have my big boy pants on today. It were my heart were in my mouth, and then getting out, you have to. Well, one option's to climb at the side of one of the waterfalls, and yeah. Crikey, I thought my life were before my eyes. So that's it now. I'm heading home. I've had a great week. I really wish I could have took more photos, done more videoing, but a lot of it's, you know, you got to concentrate on the roads, and just because it's such a long driving route. Gosh, could spend like a month out here, you know, taking photos. There's that many beautiful spots, but I ain't got a month. So yeah, got a 7-hour drive home. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Definitely going to be coming again at some point, maybe in a couple of years. Got other places I want to sort of tick off, and that I want to go to Wales, do a bit of Europe. There's other places in England as well, maybe even Ireland. I've seen a lot of people going to Ireland lately, and it'll be interesting to check Ireland out, because I've got relatives over there, although I'm not sure if I actually know any of them on my dad's side. So yeah, I've got a lot of adventures I want to do, but yeah, it's probably going to be quiet now for another year, because I've got the final year of uni to come, my dissertation to concentrate on, so that's going to be all my focus, and really concentrating on doing well in my new promotion that I've got. So I'm gonna be knuckling down, just trying to make something of myself. So yeah, as fun as this is, back to reality now. Yeah, but if anyone has a week off, I definitely recommend getting out here. But I've seen a lot of people renting campers as well, or just coming in the cars and booking B&Bs, but you've got to really plan it in advance. The only thing we booking B&Bs or staying at sites is with planning it in advance. You're kind of locked in almost. So for me, I really did wing it. I had an idea of some of the things I wanted to see, saw many extras, missed out one or two little bits, but I'll make sure I see them again next time. But yeah, don't be disheartened if you don't manage to see something, because there's that much. I'm pretty sure you'll be happy anyway. You know, you'll have a lot of memories, and yeah. So don't worry about trying to cram everything in. If you don't manage to, it's not the end of the world. It's such a beautiful country that it's just breathtaking in all honesty. So God. Yeah, people pulling over there. So yeah, just enjoy it. I think the highlight for me, it's a tough one. I think I really enjoyed Smoo Cave. The train were absolutely amazing. You were just sitting there waiting for it. You could hear it in the distance as it were coming around the mountain. So it, like, you'd hear it, then it disappear because it kept dipping back in, and you could hear the tracks. And then when it appeared, so there were a lot of families about, and kids, and well, even people my age, because my age, sort of, we were the peak for growing up with Harry Potter. I remember buying the first book before the film had even come out, and the first few books. I was that sort of generation, so I was in my teens when the films were coming out, and everyone at high school had the books. So yeah, it was just great to see the train come. You could feel the magic almost. I know it's a bit childish as such, but I don't care. What else did I really enjoy? Pretty much most of the west coast, in all honesty. The drive, the northwest and the west coast, the drives were unreal. The beach is absolutely amazing. Oh, fairy pools, fairy pools. So Isle of Skye, get to the Isle of Skye as well, because the hike up to Old Manor Store is lovely, and the scenery is beautiful up there. The fairy pools, absolutely brilliant. You know what, I went quite late and I wish I'd gone and spent a few hours there because it would have been worth it. I only did a couple of them. There's actually quite a few different pools and waterfalls, but I'm quite happy with the one I did because you got to go behind the waterfall. Definitely bring some like water shoes that you can use in water, that, like anti-slip and stuff, because the rock quite slippy on the rocks, and I was petrified. Oh, and a good camera. I think I need to invest in a decent camera because not a single photo or video did any of this trip justice at all. Just, yeah, it's just beautiful. Yeah, if you want to escape, you know, the city or town life, just get out into the wilderness. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. Get yourself out here. Hey, buddy. Oh. Hello.